in your work?
Jesus, we're getting into the psychoanalyst couch now. You know, I don't know. It's really weird. I'm very, very lucky that I got to do a few leading man parts, romantic leads, for example, Time After Time, which I think is a beautiful film. Thank you. 3 or 4 people agree with me. But it is a beautiful film. And, you know, I was so relieved to be offered the part of H.G. Wells, because I think I'd been in Italy shooting Caligula, which was Gore Vidal's supposed script. It was so bad it was unshootable. And, you know, dear Gore, he's gone now, but boy, he cast me in this movie of Caligula, and we'll talk about it because, you know, it's come back to life, which is so weird that, so the basic story is we shot Caligula in Italy. It took God knows how long. 9 months or something. I mean, it was ridiculous. And Guccione then fired the director and put in a lot of pornography that he shot separately in another country with another cameraman, and they just put it in. So they dumped all the story about Caligula, why he acted like he did and all that. They just dumped it. They didn't care. Because he had name actors in a porno movie. And unfortunately, it made a huge amount of money. So it proved that he was right. He was a horrible man, actually, and even his own children couldn't stand it. And I don't like to speak ill of the dead, but he betrayed us anyway. So, get this. Penthouse goes broke. There's some guy in Czechoslovakia who is trying to figure out how to make money on the internet. And it comes back, of course, you make money through porn. I thought it was free, but apparently it's not. And the bits that I've seen I never paid for, but so he then gets online and starts looking for things that he could buy, and there's Penthouse Pictures in a fire sale, and he buys it. So it's this guy in Czechoslovakia, the young guy, in his 20s, I think, 28 or something. Anyway, so then they come to him and say, what are you going to do with all these, big boxes that are in storage in the valley? And he goes, I don't know. They go, yeah, but you own them now. So he sends somebody down to see what they are, and they unpack them, and he gets the report back. This is the negative of this movie, Caligula, and all the outtakes. There's 90 hours of movie that have never been seen, because he added all the porn that he shot himself, 40 minutes of it. So they get this guy who's a film, some kind of film, I don't know, expert or whatever it is. And he goes down, he starts to look at it. Then he transfers all that stuff onto computer disk, and that's over $1 million, by the way, to do it. So they were serious. So then he starts to edit it. And I mean, I was very skeptical. I didn't want to talk about it at all, because I'd had it, and it's too long ago. But a friend of mine said, Malcolm, you should see it. You take a look. And I did. I sat there on my bed in Newfoundland. I was shooting Old Pop. And then having to look at myself 47 years later in this movie, and I realized this is the movie I thought I made. So I went, you know what? If you want me to talk about it, I'll be happy to do it. And so, It's a remarkable film. It's called Caligula, the Ultimate Cut, and it's a totally different movie in many ways. And for instance, Helen Mirren, who was in it, in the Guccione version, she's in it for 17 minutes. In this version, she's in it an hour.
Oh, wow.
So it just shows you that all her stuff was dumped, and now you see a proper movie. And, you know, it's gotten incredible reviews. I just can't believe they've revisited it and said it's a brilliant movie.
Well, I'm glad that they did that, because now we have a new version that we can actually enjoy, which is the
it's
version
still
you wanted
pretty
to make.
raunchy, you know. So Mark Critch, you know, we're doing this family show in Newfoundland. He goes, well, Malcolm, maybe we could show it at the museum.
No.
I went, yeah. He goes, there's no porn, right? I went, cut the porn. They cut it out. He goes, well, that's great. So we'll get like 800 people, you know, to come, and then we'll donate the proceeds to a children's cancer charity. And I went, that is such a great idea. So then he saw the movie, and I was on set, and he goes, Malcolm, I just need a word with you. What's the problem? He goes, well, I saw the movie. I went, yeah. He goes, well, you said there was no porn. I went, well, there is no porn. And he goes, well, what about the wedding when Caligula fucks the bride and the groom? I went, well, that's not pornographic. That shows the man is obsessed with power. That is absolutely not porn. Porn is when it's just, you know, people banging each other for no reason. That's porn. Anyway, we never showed the movie to the old ladies of St. John's. We spared them that.